Hello everyone, my name's Idiotic Synergy and today we are talking about Ajex Gorgoth, the new model for this, quite frankly, a brilliant bounty hunter. He's also called Lord of the Fist, which is a dubious name. It's something I would expect Fulgrim to be called. But other than that, this is what the model looks like, and it looks quite good. I like the massive mohawk, it's something that Mike Brooks would be proud of. I like the massive fist, because him being called Lord of the Fist and him not having a massive fist would quite frankly be a lie. And I like the massive chainsword he has. The model does look nice. I like the armor, I like the design of it, it feels very Necromunda, and it feels quite orky as well. In fact, if anything, if someone wants to try and kit bash this model as a orc in Mega Armor, it would fit perfectly. I also like the little trophy up here. You know, he killed someone and put their skull on his armor. Let's call it Dave. Anyway, moving on, we can see what the back of his armor looks like, and again, it's very nice. I like the huge amounts of chains. Everything about this model just fits with Necromunda, and it's just brilliant. I know that it's resin, and some people do have issues with resin, myself included. But overlooking that, I think this model does look quite nice. I do like it. I like it. It fits with Necromunda. I think lots of people are going to try and use this model in game, and honestly, it would look great to see in game because this guy's rules, they're quite good. In fact, if you want a really good melee based character, this guy's quite good in that respect. He's quite punchy, obviously. And this is one thing I don't like about these articles, is that because the rules for the bounty hunter are already inside the book, I just wish they tell you. I just wish they put his datasheet here, because that would make it a lot better than just going, oh, here's one of his weapons. I understand why, though. It's to get people to buy the book, but honestly, just show off the full datasheet, because his powered servo claw is very good. Though, weirdly enough, it doesn't have any AP attached to it, which means that though his strength with the servo claw goes up to strength 8, which is really high in Necromunda, it won't it doesn't have any armor penetration, so he can wound you really easily. But because of the lack of armor penetration, it doesn't matter, because even if you've just got basic flak armor, you can still save it. And it does have pulverize, which is also quite good, and damage too. So it will, if you fail your armor save, he will kill you. However, you still get an armor save, which is quite nice. I do like that. And it also shows off one of his skills, the immovable stance skill, which I really like. The immovable stance skill is really good, especially if you have Ogrins. Basically, it explains here that until the start of this fighter's next activation, you have to do a double activation to activate it. So that's why it says tank double. This fighter increases their armor save by 2 to the maximum of 2+, and cannot be moved from their current location by any skills such as Hurl or Overseer, or any weapon traits such as Knockback or Drag, nor can they be pinned. Now, that's quite good, but I wish it mentioned the other skills he have, such as Bull Charge, which allows that when he charges in, gives his weapons +1 to their strength, so the servo claw will be at strength 9, and it will give weapons knockback during that charge. And also the other skill he has is Nya! I'm not making it up, by the way. Nah is a skill where you do a toughness check, and he can do one more activation, However, by the end of that activation, he automatically becomes pinned. So, yeah, it is quite good. It is quite good. And I have got his datasheet with me, so I hope you lot don't mind, but I think it's important to go through what his other weapons can do and what he's like in game. If you don't mind, of course. If you want to skip this part, this is totally fine, but not a lot of people will have seen his datasheet. So, yeah, let's go through his rules rather quickly, I hope. So, on screen now should be his datasheet. He doesn't move that far, only moving 4 inches. Weapon skill 2, ballistic skill 5, strength 5, toughness 4, which is quite good for Necromunda. In fact, it's really good for Necromunda. The only thing surpassing that is Ogryns, obviously. Wounds 3, initiative 3, attacks 4, leadership 8, cool check 5, willpower 6, and intelligence 7. Now, that's his baseline stats. However, the initiative thing here is kind of a lie because of his armor. He has got heavy carapace armor, which gives him a 4-up save, 3 up from the front. However, it's -1 to his initiative, so his initiative is a 4-up, not a 3-up. However, he has also got a respirator, which is +2 toughness to any gas attacks. So I think he's toughness 6 when fighting against somebody that's using gas weapons. I'm not an expert in Necromunda, but I just want to show you the rules. My apologies if I'm wasting your time. Like I said, you can skip forward. Here is his other weapons. The Great Chainsword. Short range is engagement range, so base to base. Long range is 1. If you attack someone with the Great Chainsword at engagement range, it's -1 to hit. Strength 5 is quite good. AP -1, damage 1. Now, what I find weird about his chainsword is that it's got parry. It's also versatile. It's a giant fuck-off chainsword that's also versatile and has parry. So, what parry means is that if your opponent attacks this model and it manages to wound or manages to land one of its attack rolls on you, you can make your opponent re-roll that landed attack to see if they miss. It is quite funny. However, some weapons where if you roll a 6 on a hit roll does double damage and stuff, so there's always risk reward with that, but is always worth doing, especially if you're fighting enforcers. I should know because I've been the victim of the parry move many times. Anyway, and he also has a stub gun, which is quite a decent gun. It's actually +2 at 6-inch range, but can hit at 12 inches. It's a good reliable gun, and his skills, ball charge, and there, and of course immovable stance. I just wish the article would include all 3 and talk about all of. I would just wish the article would just show off his data slate, because I think it's worth talking about. Also, his credits. He's a bounty hunter, so he is quite pricey, but he can be taken with any Goliath gang. So there's that. I don't know if he can be taken with any outlaw Ogryn gang either. I'm not entirely certain of that. But anyway, let's move on because there's one more thing I've got to show you. So in this article, they also show off the new House Caldor upgrade kit. For any Caldor models you might have, and the only issue is they're all resin. However, I do like the heads. The heads are pretty cool. I like these 2 in particular. The rest look like Dwayne Dibley, apart from him. I mean, this guy just looks like he's in pain. And this guy, I don't even know what's going on. In fact, it seems like, yeah, they've all got like a Dwayne Dibley haircut going on. It's very weird. Apart from this guy, because he is bald. That man's balding. And, yeah. Anyway, the things I like most about this are these two heads here. I just really like them. I really like them. They'd be really cool cult heads to put on, uh, like chaos cultists, that would be really cool. Or you could put this head on a Imperial Guard priest model. I think that would look rather nice. But you know, it's up to you. They've also got these backpacks here, which I like. These backpacks are quite nice. I know they're going to be pricey, but I'm a bit of a gullible idiot when it comes to their bomb rats. I like the bomb rats. I think the bomb rats are quite nice. I mean, look at them. Look at this little guy. I I like them. I like them a lot. Also, they've got respirators on. That's brilliant. I like that a lot. Yeah. And also, weirdly enough, they've got water bottles because it's in the ash wastes. Anyway, that's it, I think. Yeah, I've been Idiotic Synergy. Sorry for rambling at you for so long, but I think it was important to talk about the Lord of the Fist. And I'll see you next time. Remember, take care, stay safe, and look after each other. Have a good one.